Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Wattpad Book Club. I'm your host, Phoenix, and today I got my lovely friend over here, finally back at it again with the white vans. I got Honeybee with me.
Hi.
Yeah, damn Honey, back at it again with those white vans.
I totally own white vans.
Yeah, I don't own any vans.
Yeah, it's because I have them all.
Damn it, why do you keep stealing my vans? How else am I gonna get free candy?
Free candy?
Yeah, like white vans, you just get candy from them? They say free candy on it?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, see, there's no candy in mine, just kids.
Crazy start to this episode. But anyway, I finally got Honey back after several scheduling mishaps. Not even mishaps, our schedules don't align that much right now. But I got him. I captured the bee, and today we're going to be reading SMG34 fanfiction that I found on Wattpad, because I love this ship a little too much.
And I tolerate it.
Yay! I'm so glad that you're on board with the gay Italians, man. It means a lot.
I'm glad I can be there for you.
Yeah. The next episode is gonna be like one of those like interventions. You're like, Phoenix, we're worried about you. You keep talking about these Italians. And I'm like, you just don't get it.
I'll give you some like some gay British people or something.
What gay British people are you gonna give me?
Merthyr.
I thought you were about to give me like Sherlock Holmes and that other detective guy that he hangs out with for a second.
I tried. It wasn't as good.
Gotcha. You tried that sample of gay and you didn't fuck with it.
I didn't fuck with that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get hate comments.
It's all good. I'm also imagining this, like, how you go to, like, an ice cream shop and you're like, can I get a sample of this one? Like, you get a sample of the gay British boys and you're like, not my flavor. This
one's not for me.
Yeah, can I get the French gays? Oh, this is actually pretty good.
Give me those medieval gays.
Yeah, can I get some medieval gays for the table, please? Yeah, should we split it? But no, these are some Italians. But I think in canon they're still Italians. I don't know if they changed to like Asians, but I think they're still Italian, if memory serves correctly. I'm out of the loop when it comes to SMG4 lore, so.
See, you're throwing stuff out here that I've never even heard of before.
Well, they used to be technically Italians because they were just Mario clones, but then after the lawsuit arc where they like transform into like their permanent forms, like not recolored Marios, one of the lines that SMG3 says, he just goes, I'm Asian, which is funny because it can like the voice actors for them are Asian, so like he can say that.
But is the yearly episode still called War of the Fat Italians?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So I guess they are Italian. Okay, canon. They're still Italians because they didn't change the name. But yeah, speaking of gay Italians, I was trying to find an SMG34 fanfiction, and I was reading through one, and it reminded me of a different one, and I like scroll through a bunch of shit, and I finally found it. This is the Masquerade arc. This is a fan-made arc that someone made between SMG3 and SMG4, and I think it's beautiful. It's a masterpiece. and no one can say yours.
You go.
No, I already just said that. It's all good. I'm like, no one can tell me that they're not the best thing to ever happen. They have to be.
They have to be.
Yeah. If I can't have it in canon, I have to do it myself.
Let me do it myself.
Yeah. Me every time I have a favorite character and there's no fan fiction for them. Fine, I'll do it myself. But yeah, I found this. I hope you like it, audience and Honey. I really hope you like it, Honey. I feel so bad if I make you read something that you hate.
I don't think I have enough hate in my heart to hate things like that.
Good. I mean, that's more than other people do, so. I don't mean no hate, but Elf definitely hates this ship because I don't stop talking about it. That and Mr. Puzzles. I don't think he...
What is there? What is there to hate about love?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, homophobic. I'm kidding. Elf's not homophobic. Or is he?
Or is he?
Yeah. Time for game theory of... But yeah, Masquerade Arc. It's by a user or something, complete, so we don't have to wait for updates anymore. Poggers. Absolute cinema. And the description reads, if I can fucking scroll, and I quote, SMG4 has fallen in love with a stranger after meeting them at a masquerade ball. The mysterious aura and way of charming him only drew him deeper into something unknown. Love, something so dangerous and yet so intriguing. And beautiful. So yeah, there's 5 parts. I think it's gonna be great.
I am ready.
Alright, let me find my coin. Alright. Do you want to be heads or tails to read first?
I will be tails.
Tails never fails. Alright. I'm gonna be dead honest. That coin almost fell into my... I almost flipped that shit into my coffee.
Okay.
Alright, it's tails. Yeah. I almost flicked it too far and it hit the mug, and I was like, oh my god, I would have been tasting like metal in my coffee.
Alright. Let's get this started. The Masquerade. Third-person POV. The party was bouncing with life as the 3 hosts walked in, I cannot read, in with their masks. SMG4, Mario, and Meggy. In celebration of the castle rebuilding that was going to take place next week, they had to... Oh my fuck. They had decided to throw... They had decided to throw a party or ball in fancier terms. Tari came up with the idea of it being a masquerade in the first place. Everyone liked the idea, except for Bob, apparently, because of his reasoning that it would hide his sexy face. Despite that, the decision was final. They had to rent out a big ballroom and DJ, which was pretty expensive, but none of them cared because they were using Peach's funds instead of their own, albeit without her permission. 4 wore a simple white suit with a blue and white mask. His short hair was tied in a low ponytail. Meggy had an orange dress with an orange and red squid-like mask. Her hair was up in a fancy bun. Mario was in normal attire, with a plate of spaghetti taped to his face. 2 holes were punched out to make eye holes.
Ah, beautiful. Classic Mario.
So who all did we invite? Meggy asked for, walking into the place. It glimmered and shone as people danced, played games, and just were stupid in general. Everyone we know, 4 responded, though I got a response from 3 saying he couldn't make it. Dang, I was looking forward to seeing him. Maybe next time. Oh my god, is that a food table? Come here, you sexy thing. Mario pushed in between the 2 and rushed over to the buffet, knocking over everyone in the way. I should do an Italian accent.
No, you have my permission. Go for it, man.
Oh my god, is that the food table? Come here, you sexy thing.
Beautiful. 5 stars.
Anyways, Meggy chuckled and rushed after Mario, trying to prevent him from doing anything incredibly stupid, though it was most likely that wouldn't prove to help. 4 watched as the 2 rushed off into the crowd, seeing people dance and laugh together as his friends faded out of view. He leaned against the wall and watched the party go. There were so many people here, not just his friends, since anyone was allowed in with a mask.
That's what the
Feeling a bit alone. Huh?
Sorry.
Oh my god, no.
Mask. Sorry. Come on, they are all wearing masks because I had to make a dream joke. I'm sorry.
That's what the point of the mask is.
That's it. I'll start my apology video with a ukulele for the next Wattpad reading that we do.
Feeling a bit alone, he resorted to just being a wallflower, putting up his phone. He scrolled through pulling out his phone. He scrolled through Twitter, then Instagram, then literally anything else but he could before getting bored, and just decided to try and watch memes, despite the noises going on around him. Someone tapped him on the shoulder. He jumped in response and turned immediately. "Hey, idiot, psycho," he breathed out. "Oh hey, sorry." You're fine. What's up? Someone's, asking around for you. Forced it up. Who? That's the thing. I don't know. Don't they have a name or something? No, they just have a full-on mask and won't talk. At all. They're just walking around with a picture of you. Huh. Should I take you to them, or would you rather stay away? Because this is kind of weird. And I can kick their ass if you need me to. Take me to them, I guess? He brushed his hair aside and started to follow his friend. Both of them swam through the sea of people, trying to keep track of each other until Psycho stopped and pointed to someone. They had to be one of the fanciest people there. A long black coat adorned with lace, along with a black button-up dress shirt, and relatively normal black jeans. They wore long black boots decorated with black fabric roses. The coat had a long brim around the stranger's neck and back of their head. The only white parts of their outfit were their gloves, neck ruffle, and mask. Their hair was tied up in an average-length high ponytail, with some strands and tufts hanging free. They seemed to immediately notice Psycho pointing at them, with 4 behind them. Saunterly, it turned and made their way over to 4. Psycho backed up. Hi? The stranger bowed and took 4's hand, then handed him a small note card. Hello, SMG4. Do you mind if I stay around you during this dance? SMG4 was immediately confused and looked elsewhere for a second. Psycho had backed off, but watched them from afar, just in case. 4 looked back to the stranger, who had straightened up, but still held his hand. They awaited his response. Well, I don't have anything better to do. Sure, but I won't do much. 4 lightly tugged his hand away. The person let go and started to follow behind him like a shadow. They seemed very
Sorry.
Shadow the Hedgehog, oh my god.
Yeah. Also, I don't know why. I'm getting, like, severe gender envy from the way that this man's dressed. The way he was described. Envy? I wish I could dress like this.
Bruh.
I wish I could be as fly as a white guy, like...
Oh, gender envy. I thought you said ginger. I'm like, you're not even ginger.
I'm getting ginger envy. That's great.
I was like, what's ginger got to do with this?
Yeah. Yeah, walk at the ginger. I hate you. I wish I could be you.
The person let go and started to follow behind him like a shadow. They seemed very intrigued in what he was doing, even if it was simple as getting a drink. 4 thought about shooing them off every now and again, but for some reason, his heart didn't let him. The person was so familiar for some reason. The way they moved was mysterious, but he felt like he'd seen it before. He couldn't deny. He was curious about them. Every now and again, he'd shoot a question at them, but the only thing they'd respond with is silence and a blank stare. While 4 was against the wall again, with his shadow next to him, Mario approached. He dragged Meggie behind him. She looked absolutely exhausted. Hi there, SMG4. Did you know that there's no spaghetti here? Yes? I'm gonna go crazy! For help. I've been trying to keep him from losing it ever since we got here. Jesus. 4 pinched the bridge of his nose. Something caught Maggie's attention besides Mario. Who's that? 4 knew who she was talking about. Thankfully, that distracted Mario from his own spaghetti crisis. Just someone who's been with me, I guess? He has to follow me around, so I just let him. He doesn't talk. That's gay. Shut up, Mario. Meggie tilted her head at it. Huh. Weird. It looked back. Red-tinted eyes glared at her. She swore she had seen somewhere, but she decided not to question it any further. Walking over to SMG4, she whispered, 4, are you sure he's safe to be around? This guy is kinda ominous. Well, he whispered back, he hasn't done anything yet. As long as he doesn't start anything, I guess he's fine. The pumped, fierce music around them stopped. Slow classical music played instead. People started to pair up and dance together. Grah! What happened to those beats? This is really boring crap, Mario complained, hearing music he didn't like. Maggie sighed and grabbed him by the arm as he zoomed off with her. Being alone with the stranger again, it handed him a note card. May we dance? 4's heart picked up at that moment. A dance? Why? With someone he never met? He didn't want to be rude, but he also was a complete idiot when it came to dancing with another person. Or alone. He was just an idiot. Sorry, I can't. I don't know how. It flipped the card over. I'll show you. It's easy. Four got a feeling this guy was somehow psychic, predicting what he'd say almost perfectly. They held out a hand, awaiting Four's response again. Four took it. Okay, I guess? The stranger dragged him into the crowd quite fast. After adjusting to the right position, it showed Four how to adjust himself. Here the two were, so close together. Four could feel his heart start to beat right out of his chest. For some reason, this wasn't as awkward as he thought it would be. It was nice. Every now and again, he reminded himself that he didn't even know who this was. But some other feelings grew in him. Four felt his face warm up as the stranger wrapped an arm around his waist and used his other hand to hold his own as they stepped in time with each other. As of now, their faces were only inches away from each other. Four felt strange, but almost instinctively, his tense body relaxed into the stranger's grip. It was almost surprisingly strong, but Four didn't mind them. After a while, everything just seemed to disappear. The sounds, the people, Mario complaining from across the room. Only the sounds of his partner's soft, calm breathing and the light music. Everything about this person seemed familiar. The breathing, the way their hands felt intertwined with his own. He swore he knew that feeling from somewhere. But right now, his mind didn't want to think about it. It just wanted to stop thinking for a second, take in the moment. His eyes closed for a brief moment. Before the two knew it, they had maneuvered their way to the middle of the room. Eyes were on them as the music stopped, and they came to a pause. Four opened his eyes and looked around, regaining his senses. He looked back to the stranger as they squeezed his hand. They focused on each other. It let go of Four's hand and moved its own. It rested its hand on Four's cheek. Still processing everything, not sure what to think. The one question Four had kept appearing in his mind. Who was this? Before anything else happened, the stranger let go of Four and took a few steps back. 1 second. Shit.
Who dying?
Yes. I heard a notification. What was happening? Fuck, where was I?
Before anything else happened, the stranger let go of Four.
Before anything else happened, the stranger let go of Four and took a few steps back. SMG4 didn't even get the chance to speak before it turned and walked towards the door. What? Hey! Four started after it, but they walked fast. By the time he reached the door, it was already outside. Four started to run, wanting to find out who this person was and why they made him feel like this. Get back here! He shouted as he burst through the door. It waited for him outside, underneath the moonlight. It turned to look at him and beckoned Four over. Slowly, Four walked over. It approached him and put a hand on his cheek again. Who are you? Four hesitantly asked. The stranger put a finger over its own lips and shook its head. Resting the arm at its side, it leaned in a little more and whispered with its own voice, which shocked SMG4. A little. I can't tell you, but if you trust me, close your eyes for a second. The voice was smooth and calming. It adjusted its hand and traced Four's lips with its thumb. Was it asking for a... Four thought for a moment. Should I really do this? I just met this guy tonight. A part of him, rational, was screaming, absolutely fucking not, it's really gay. But another, smaller part of him strangely wanted to. It really wanted to. Was it because he was in love, reckless, or just desperate for any attention that felt like a loving relationship? He didn't know, but hesitantly, he closed his eyes. And suddenly, he felt it kiss him. Four had never done this before. Someone that he didn't even know stole his first actual kiss. Despite the circumstances, it felt amazing as it pulled him close again. The cool night air brushed against them, yet the heat of each other kept them warm as can be. The stranger brushed a hand through Four's soft hair and held his head there for longer. Four couldn't even tell how much time went by before they pulled away. It let go of him and walked away, its footsteps getting more distant, and suddenly disappearing. Confused, SMG4 opened his eyes and looked around, trying to spot it. Suddenly, he spotted the mask it had worn on the ground a few feet away from him. Rushing over, Four picked it up. Inside, there was one last note it left. Thank you for the dance, love. Love? Four was bewildered and placed a hand over his mouth. questioning if this whole thing was even real. It seemed too strange and dreamlike to be real. How desperately did he want to know who was underneath that mask? Who was behind that smooth voice? Who was the one that held him so passionately and kissed him with the same passion?
Maybe it was Dream. Because of the mask. This is the worst joke I ever continued.
So, what was that about? Did you two actually just... Ford jumped at Maggie's voice. He spun right around. I don't know. I don't have many, words. Wow, SMG4, you're getting a bitches? Mario peeked out from behind Maggie and smirked at him. Ford didn't bother responding to that, but instead just looked down to the mask in his hands. Maggie walked over and put a hand on his shoulder. I'm sure you'll find them. Ford just nodded, then looked up. So that's what happened? You're in love with someone you don't even know? SMG3 gave SMG4 an eyebrow raise. It was a few days later, and Force was still looking for the man, and was asking around for anyone that might have known who it was. I know it sounds stupid as hell, but I just really don't know. I mean, cool and all, but that story was cheesy and sounded like a Disney story. Fair enough, but if you see anyone similar to him, let me know. Sure, I guess. Thanks, 3. By the way, did you cut your hair recently? 3 felt his new shoulder-length hair. Yeah, it was getting in the way, and it was hard to manage. Oh, alright. 4 nodded and stood. Well, I'll see you around. He smiled at 3 and walked away. 3 watched him as he walked away. He smiled to himself. 4 was totally unaware. Wearing that mask was the best decision he'd made that night. Oh, reveal we all knew!
Yeah, basically what we knew already. Let's go!
Yippee!
No, that would actually be the biggest plot twist if it wasn't actually him the entire time, and it's an SMG34 fanfiction anyway.
Bro, you have just, like, unlocked a chamber of my mind.
Yeah.
The potential.
Yeah, the potential. Oh my god, watching your crush didn't fall for another man that they just met? Crazy.
Whoa.
That's probably a plot in some fanfiction somewhere.
I want to read it. Sounds tragic.
Yeah. And we got angst with a happy ending at some point.
Maybe no happy ending. JK. I'd cry.
Oh my god. Angst with a sad ending.
Ugh. Hurt, no comfort.
Yeah. His wildest dreams. I can read. Let's go. Little did they know that they cannot read. Alright, let me take a sip of coffee before I start yapping. Third person POV, as I almost kicked my fucking desk. Alright. They're back in the ballroom again. Alone. The stranger held him close again and moved in sync with him like it had before. Its grip on him still strong. Wait. Oh. Sorry. I got distracted. It's Wayne SMG4 along with them. 4 rested his head on the stranger's chest, feeling him move slowly up and down. And oh fuck, I can't read. What the fuck is that word?
Inexplicably?
Thank you. It inexplicably made him feel at peace, safe in their arms, warm and silent, comforting and quiet. Ford loved it like that. Gently, it swayed him again. I love that he keeps calling this man an it.
I'm like, it?
Yeah.
Not even them, like...
Yeah. The creature.
The creature.
And I'm like, dude, you obviously just said in the last scene that kissing this dude would be gay, so you know it's a guy. You can say you could say him.
Literally.
A little bit insulted calling it, but gently.
It's secretly like monster fucker porn.
Oh my god, that'd be crazy. Suddenly, gently it swayed him again. The red eyes looked down into him. They were beautiful, hypnotic almost. Suddenly they stopped in the center like they had before. Moonlight shone down through the window dome above them, giving dreamy light to the many tinted colors of the glass, it highlighted them both perfectly. Before four started to say anything, the figure reached for his mask and started to pull it off. Four watched in anticipation. It was familiar, so familiar. And once the mask came off, it was Mario. It screamed at him. SMG4, wake up! SMG4 jolted awake and looked around. What? SMG4, finally you're up! You were asleep for the whole ride here, which was unfortunate. I had a lot of fun driving. Mario smiled and smacked him on the shoulder. This made Four a bit concerned, but still nothing was on fire, so he shrugged it off. Sorry, I guess I dozed off. He felt his own face. It was hot with blush. He's so fucking gay, bro. Oh, you guess? For the first few minutes, you were just staring out the window and smiling. I was literally screaming at you, but you were so out of it. Oh, right, he did do that. Ford never straight up told anyone since the dance, even if it was painfully obvious, but the fact that he was completely lovesick. It felt hard to do basic things sometimes. Try to eat, sleep, or even make videos felt impossible when he had daydreamed about them. Their dreamy eyes, their soft voice, their breathing, their lips. Ford was smacked across the face. See, you're doing it again! Oh, sorry, Ford looked around. Where are we again? The construction site! You're somehow being dumber than me today. And as the official dumbass, I take offense to that. Mario gave him a joking side-eye before hopping out of Four's RV. Four sighed and rubbed his eyes. Right, they were gonna start reconstructing on the castle today. All of his friends were outside, carrying materials. As much as Four wanted to drift back into that dream, he sat himself up straight and got out of the RV with the castle blueprints. He walked over to a low table that was outside and spread the blueprints out. Eventually, his friends walked over and leaned over the design. It was similar to Peach's castle, but a bit bigger, with room for everyone. It was still made with low polygons as well, which only made it feel closer to home. Everyone smiled and agreed that they liked how it looked. Then got to start working on the foundation. Hours and hours passed, and it was already past the afternoon. Four wiped the sweat off his brow and sat down to eat his lunch that he had packed for that day. He laid up against a nearby tree and ate his lunch. Mario sat next to him and ate his own spaghetti. Luigi and Meggy joined. They all started a conversation. Eventually, Becky sensed that someone was watching them. Superstitiously looking around, she spotted it. A man? Oh, a man! The guy from the dance. Surprisingly, wearing the same mask from before. It was dressed more casually today. Still the same dress shirt and pants, but the black jacket they wore was casual, and the black boots weren't fancy, but rather plain. His hair was tied back in a low ponytail, noticeably shorter. Suspicious. Who else do we know that has short hair now?
Recently cut it?
Yeah, that just recently cut it. I don't know who comes to mind, but I'll sure we'll figure it out eventually. Turning back around, she smirked at Four, who gave her a confused look. Hey, SMG4, she said playfully. Look over there. She pointed over to where the stranger stood. Four almost immediately stood up from the sight, his face turning red, stepping over everyone and their things. I read that as he stepped on everyone and their shit. For a second, just fucking neat, like, oh fuck, like that one SpongeBob thing where he's like standing in the fucking coleslaw and he's like, that coleslaw took 3 days to make. 3 days! He stepped over everyone and their things. He practically ran over to them and embraced them upon impact.
And he was worried about being gay, like, 5 minutes ago.
Boy, this is the most gayest ass behavior I've ever seen in my life. Fucking gay boy. Seeing them after so many days was so exciting. Especially after seeing them in his love-filled dreams as well. It embraced him back, gently rubbing his hand on Four's back. Four missed its delicate touches. They finally pulled away. This is the gayest shit.
It is, but it's good. It's actually good.
I know it is. I'm just like... I just find it funny that Four was like, I'm not gay. And then this is the shit.
I'm not gay, but affection is affection.
Yeah. I'm not gay. The guy in question. You're back. Finally. See, what straight guy says that to another guy?
He knows he's in love. He knows he's in love.
Yeah. This is some bi-ass panic right now. Four smiled and looked up. The stranger nodded and handed him a card. It's nice to see you again, my darling. So fucking... Oh.
Gags.
Gag.
Hey, darling, bro.
Those words made Four's heart flutter. Even if it wasn't too many words, it handed him another note card. Do you mind if I drag you away for a moment? Four's response was almost immediately a yes. But there was a tinsy problem. He still had to direct work to do on the castle. Well, I don't know. I would have to check with the others. Oh, don't you worry, Four. We got this. You go on. Maggie smiled, walking up to them. Are you sure? Four looked at her with concern. The prince can be a little hard to follow. Well, we've done fine so far. Don't see how the rest of today can get any harder. Four shrugged. Okay then, but be careful. He turned back to his love. Of course, gay boy. Took his hand and started dragging him away. Bye, have fun. Maggie waved them off. They walked further away. Sighing, Maggie walked over to the blueprints. Alright then, let's see. Maggie stopped, realizing they had a problem. SMG34's handwriting was absolute fucking garbage. It's like me writing notes really fast in school and then reading it. I'm like, what the fuck crack was I on when I wrote this?
I did not read my handwriting.
Yeah. I'm like, hey man, can I copy your notes? Yeah, sure, here you go. Hey, what does that say? I don't even know. The two walked far into the nearby forest, so far from the noise of construction fading away quickly. Even the silhouette of the current structure fell away as they walked. Four had to admit he became quite tired, but the walk was nice. So, where are we going? It handed him another card. Somewhere quite special. Four felt butterflies. That could mean almost anything. Quite literally anything. Soon, they came across a light through an opening in between the trees. The stranger stopped and turned to Four. It stepped to the side, urging him to follow. Oh, going to whatever. I said it. Whatever. Four stepped forward into the light, and then walked through. He was amazed by the sight. A hill laid on the clearing, with a single tree at the top. It seemed to be growing small strawberries. The tree?
Literally my thoughts.
I think that's what they mean. I'll let it slide. I like strawberries. The sun shone through its branches and landed on the ground. There was a picnic set up right under the tree. The view was breathtaking.
Sorry, I read down below. I said, I'm sorry.
What?
I read too far down. Wait, I'll do it again. Sorry.
Oh. The way that you were like, I read down, I will do this again. That's what it sounded like you just said. I'm sorry, it will happen again.
Well, I'll do a gasp again when we actually get there.
Okay. That sounds like the foreshadowing, like subtle foreshadowing meme. Isn't it beautiful? Ford jumped at the whisper, but calmed down as he realized who it was. He placed his hands on his shoulders. Shoulder. Ford could feel the warmth from their breath down to his neck and back. He felt a pleasant chill from that. Yeah, it is. Circling around from behind him, the stranger took his hand and started to walk him up to the picnic blanket. Once they reached it, they both sat down, close to each other. When they did, Ford realized something. Do you, have a name, by the way? I pulled out a card and a pencil, writing something down. After a second or two, it handed the card over and let Ford read it. Well, it's not my real name. Please, call me Shadow. As I've always... As I'm always there, though you'll never see me. I'm so glad that that's what you fucking cast.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my god, Shadow the Hedgehog's here.
I'm a little too Shadow the Hedgehog pilled.
It's all good, man. This made Ford a little confused, but for the time being, he decided to pocket the card and give a simple nod. Shadow grabbed a box that was already laid out in the blanket. They opened it to reveal some chocolate-covered strawberries. Oh my god. The romantic over here. I'm just imagining that you're just headcanon that Shadow the Hedgehog is doing all this stuff.
It's gonna be really hard not to imagine it now.
Yeah, you're just inserting yourself in Ford's place and doing this with Shadow the Hedgehog.
Girl, no, that's my like little brother.
Oh, gotcha. My bad. Well, I know he's like 50, so.
Well, I'm like Maria in this situation, you know?
Okay. Yeah, I understand. Seemingly, they were picked from the tree above them. Okay, they were implying that the strawberries are from trees.
I mean, maybe in SMG4 land.
Yeah, it's in SMG4 land. They grow on the trees. Ford looked on in awe at how they were decorated and how delicious they looked. He picked one up and held it up to Ford's lips. Getting the gist, Ford took a bite and smiled at the taste. It was sweet, being coated in sugar. Eating the whole thing, Ford rested his head on Shadow's shoulder. This continued for a while before they only had one left. Ford rejected it, which made Shadow confused. You should have it. You haven't eaten anything. Shadow nodded, but then looked at Ford. What, you want me to not look? It nodded. The creature nodded its head. Well, okay then. Ford chuckled and closed his eyes. He heard them pick the last strawberry and hesitantly eat it. It was quiet for a moment, when suddenly Shadow grabbed Ford and full-on kissed him, sharing the sweet taste between the two of them. Ford was surprised, but quickly eased into it. It tasted so good. The strawberry? Gently. Shadow leaned over Ford and let their... Oh god. This wasn't labeled. I don't think, okay, from what I remember, I don't think it gets into that territory, so I think we're fine.
We're good. We'll be.
They're just edging it. It's good.
Edging.
Yeah, they're edging the line. They stopped at his waist, which allowed it to pick Ford closer. Whatever. Ford's face flushed bright red as it rubbed his waist slightly. It finally pulled away, taking a breath. Ford placed his arms around Shadow's neck and pulled them back in for a second kiss. It gave him a pleasant sigh as they both pulled away again. Ford chuckled softly, smiling a big dumb smile, eyes so close. You asshole! Shadow giggled silently to himself. Ford smirked. Oh, really? Laughing? Self-confident. Ford launched himself back on. Oh God. Ford launched himself back onto Shadow, tangling both in some sort of passionate kiss. However, it ended up with Ford being pushed up. Oh, Jesus Christ! Ford against the tree. With Shadow holding both his wrists above his head. Oh God. How did
I'm just like staring with my jaw dropped. Like
you're looking off at the sunset and being like, man. It's okay, you win. It stopped but didn't move. Do you want me to stop now? Or rested for a moment to think. Well, no. He smiled. It continued. The feeling was so ethereal. I think that's how you say
ethereal.
It. Ethereal. Fuck. Now I feel like the idiot. Never had Ford expected to be so madly in love. And if it felt like this, he never think that he would ever want to let go of it. Moments like these released the stress built up inside of him, and the longing he had for so long, longing for someone to hold him like Shadow did. Shadow. The ultimate life form. The mysterious man who had somehow managed to make Four really swoon over him. And yet, Four didn't mind at all. He loved this person dearly. How it treated him, how it loved him with such passion. He had never felt this prior to meeting Shadow, but it was a feeling he could never regret, not once. Shadow released Four's wrists and sat up, pulling their masks back over their face. Four was surprised by the sudden cold and opened his eyes. He sat up and yawned. Shadow looked at him. Sorry, I guess I'm just tired. Four looked up at the sky. It was almost past dusk. The moon was more halfway up across the horizon. Shadow patted their legs, taking the invitation. Four crawled on top of them, laying their head on their chest and wrapping his arms around it. Shadow also wrapped its arms around him as Four started to close his eyes again, slowly becoming lulled to sleep by the warmth and soft breathing of Shadow. I'm just imagining this is Shadow the Hedgehog. I know it's SMG3 behind the mask, but I'm just picturing Shadow the Hedgehog.
That's what you get for naming him Shadow.
I didn't fucking name him!
The author naming him Shadow.
You're right, it's not my fault. It's your fault! Good night, dear, Shadow whispered, softly running their hands up and down his back. It was instant. Four immediately fell asleep. Meanwhile, pretty much everyone gave up halfway through reading Four's handwriting and went to turning for the night, or at least until Four would return. But at the construction site, something else was there and alive. Not a person, not an animal, just a thing. A mass of meat. It slid across the Four, finding its way into the RV and finding the leftover mask from the masquerade. Grabbing it, it put the mask down on the ground, crawling inside. There was a loose strand of hair inside, along with the card. That was all the mask needed. That was it needed to make itself a body to lower and retrieve its host. Because the dark magic from that keyboard wasn't quite done with him yet.
I'm probably supposed to recognize that creature, but I haven't gotten that far.
What, in SMG4 lore?
Yeah.
Okay, do you remember the It's Gotta Be Perfect arc?
I don't think I got there.
You did! Wow, I feel like I'm spoiling you.
Don't spoil me too bad. Yeah. And I was about to say, I might have been like over-analyzing the it and it being like he's in love with the idea of him and not actually him, so that's why they purposely use it instead of he, but now it might have more to do with the meat blob.
The meat blob, the creature.
It might have to do with the meat blob.
Yeah. The creature featuring the creature. Anyway, honey, how did you enjoy it?
A lot.
Good. I'm glad you like Shadow the Hedgehog. It is
like
no, go
I
ahead.
can't read it without like imagine like literally every time it's like Shadow put his arm around him. Okay, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Man, I love crack ships. The crack ship in question. Nah, forget characters that technically haven't met in canon. Start shipping characters that will never meet because they're not even in the part of the same canon.
Hey, isn't Sonic in SMG4 though?
I think so. He doesn't appear that much. It's Swagmaster's wife. That's Sonic.
There's a chance.
Yeah. I don't know if any other characters from Sonic have shown up. I just know Sonic is married to Swagmaster 69.
I need to watch more SMG4.
Yeah. Yes! Let's start right now. Pulls up the It's Gotta Be Perfect arc, just watches it in its entirety in this one episode. But you know what we could watch? The wheel spin.
Oh, the wheel.
The wheel!
I almost forgot.
How could you forget about the lesbian wheel that we made together?
Because this fic was so good.
Exactly.
I hope we land on this one.
Dude, I am actually hoping for the Saw one, I'm not gonna lie. I miss Adam.
I'm hoping for either.
Yeah. I don't even know what else was on that wheel, to be completely honest.
Well, there's Haley. Haley's on there somewhere.
Oh yeah, that's right, Haley's on there. Alright, let me...
But you already cheated on me.
I'm sorry. Alright. Oh yeah, we have Phoenix X Edgeworth. Not me.
Oh, I forgot about Mark Hoffman. No.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Mark Hoffman too.
Oh, I hope we don't get that.
Watch it be Mark Hoffman.
I might have to, like, no-show.
No call, no show to the fuck. When the fuck did we add Jack Frost and Elsa? When the fuck did we do that? I'm just gonna have to spin this
I probably
shit.
said that, honestly.
Yeah.
Merthyr. No, not Merthyr.
You're no fucking shot.
Another one.
God. I'm gonna be on so many people's hit lists after this video, like, airs.
Look, you won't be on mine.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
As long as you pick a good Marware.
Don't worry, I have a great author that we can take stuff from. They're really good, and I follow them on Twitter.
Perfect.
Dude, the stuff that they make is so good. And they're like, it's just one book has like just one shot, and it's like a collection of books that all like connect together. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. You will have to catch up on lore, because if you don't even know what it's gotta be.
Oh yeah, I haven't gotten to him.
You don't know who Mr. Puzzles is.
I didn't think about that, honestly.
Yeah. No, right now. We'll just end the recording, and then we'll just binge through all the arcs.
I do watch on 2x speed. Be warned.
No, I can deal with that. If it means that we can that you're caught up with SMG4 lore, that's all that matters.
It's all that matters.
Yeah.
Bloop.
There you go. Boop. Oh, you don't even know about what's going on right now, then, do you?
Nope, not one bit.
Shit! I can't say anything. Oh god.
I'm sure I'll get spoiled by you eventually.
Yeah, and by me posting in Sipping Channel or some shit like that, of being like, oh my god, guys, look at that!
It happened!
Yeah. Yeah, Marware canon, with question mark, with fan art. Okay, well, honey, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for feeding my my little desire for these two gay Italians. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for actually showing me a really good fic.
See? I have good recommendations.
It was really good. I was surprised.
Yeah, see? I'm fucking awesome. You should tell that to Sage that you read one of these and enjoyed it. I think they'll lose their fucking mind.
It's good. This one's good.
Exactly. There was another one I showed them I really liked, and they're like, yeah, this is awesome and great, and they hate
It wasn't the soup one, was it?
Huh?
Was it the soup one?
No, that was... I think I showed Jolene that one, I think.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, fuck. It was like some kind of, like, alternate reality one. Where,
Oh, shoot. I started watching that one.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Dude, Sage hated it. Anytime they did anything gay, they were like, what is this?
What is this? Why are they gay?
Yeah, it's not even a problem with, like, them being gay. It's just that it's SMG4 shit, and they hate it. It's their number one op.
You must go in with an open mind and an open heart.
Yeah, and Sage doesn't have that. Two things that Sage hates, SMG4 and Luke.
I might make it on that list now that I'm, like, supporting your delusions.
Yeah, you're supporting it, and then you just see them slowly, like, take out their notebook and jot down your name.
I get my own hate channel.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the day that the Honeybee hate channel comes into an existence.
No, I can't get hated on. I'll cry.
Don't believe me, I'll cry. Oh my god. Well, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it, man.
Thank you for having me along.
No problem. If you guys would like to see more of Honey, there's a playlist on screen with all the other Wattpad book cover readings I've done in the past. There's a bunch of like Saw ones between Lawrence and Adam that if you're a fan of gay people, you should watch that. If not, then you're homophobic. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. I hate to say it as fact, but it's fact. And then on screen is also the last Wattpad book club reading that was uploaded. So if you haven't seen it, you should go check it out. It was Sanji, and I like that man very much. A little too much, but anyway. But yeah, honey, do you have any final words for this recording?
Don't be a hater.
Facts. Was that message?
SMG34 supremacy.
Is that message specifically to Sage? Don't be a hater.
Be a hater.
I can already feel like this episode is still like being recorded right now, and I can feel like the hate coming all the way towards me from the other side of the world.
I can see my hate channel.
Yeah, it's like some spidey sense. They're like, something just happened.
Something just happened.
Yeah. They messaged me like, "Are you reading SMG34 fanfiction right now?" What? No, that's crazy. Why would you say that?
I should just DM him to like tell you that.
Yeah. Hey, just to let you know, I read an SMG34 fanfiction and I enjoyed it. You're missing out. But anyway, my name is Phoenix. That was Honeybee, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.
Bye bye.